Okay, 222 it is. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 222. And I'm pointed over toward the Bay Area. Best nobody can hear me. 222 Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area, actually pointed towards Santa Cruz, K6MYC. Well, I'm making power. I think I'm on the right frequency.
K6MYC, K6MYC, KW6S.
Oh, there you are. I am pointed right. Good evening, Tom. KW6 Sugar 610. K6MYC, how's your weather today?
Oh, it's a beautiful day here. A little on the warmer side, but I was out doing some work in the yard and got warmed up a little bit and did a little bit of bench work and otherwise just sort of enjoyed kind of a lightweight day.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was a beautiful day here too. It was not as hot as we thought it would be, so it was quite pleasant all day. In fact, I didn't even get out today and work. It was so nice. We just walked in and out of the house and ended up doing a lot of research on the computer and listening and contacts and stuff. So didn't get outside. I didn't weed. I didn't pull a single weed today. I think that's a new record.
Oh, okay. I was expecting a trash can count.
Anyway, you and I might be the only ones here tonight. I don't know where everybody is. I'm not hearing anybody in the San Joaquin Valley here. Rob's somewhere, but they may be working late. They've been trying to get to one of the guys that's a club member, and at the Fresno Amateur Radio Club has donated a building or a little building on his property to put a ham shack in, with antennas and all that stuff. So a lot of the guys from the ham club have been spending days over there helping him get it all together. So it's for contest nights and days and weekends and stuff over.
Oh, very good. Yeah, and that'll be a part of the Fresno Club?
Yes, it will be.
Okay, well, I'll wait to hear and catch the call and at some point and try to make an effort to work them in some of the contests. Yeah, not too much else going on here, and just pretty low key. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, good. Well, not a whole lot in the news today except the stuff that's been ongoing. You know, it's a day-to-day thing with the Russia, and all the Biden laptop hoax and all the rest of that stuff, and all the people that might now be indicted. I guess the grand jury is formed to look at some of that stuff, so that's interesting. Otherwise, I did look into a new gadget called a Wave Watch. It's a wristwatch that you wear. It has frequency capability of low frequencies, and it's supposed to work depending on how you set the menu for different parts of your body. It uses a little speaker in the wristwatch that's like your cell phone speaker, so it has a lot of power in a very small area. And it's got a lithium battery that's rechargeable, and they give you the charger with it and everything. So it sounds like quite an interesting little tool. It has about 18 or 20 different menus for different parts of the body. And from what we hear, it's quite effective. So we're thinking about getting one of those, but we've got to do a little more research on it. I spent quite a bit of time on the phone with them today to understand the technology, to make sure it wasn't just a bunch of BS, and it seemed like it's pretty well thought out. A lady invented it and owns the company and so on. So it seems to be believable, and the lady I talked with was very friendly and very very much of a listener. I said, if I like it, it's liable to sell a few more, because we do have people that I talk to every night, and if I like what's happening to me, I can pass it on to the other guys. A lot of people don't have that kind of connection, except through Facebook and stuff, and that's sometimes credible, sometimes not. Anyway, that's one of the things we did today. You might look at it as wavewatch.com, WAVWATCH, lowercase, wavewatch.com. You might just look at it and see what you think. Over.
Yeah, I will do that. I did, when I was having trouble with my back, before the surgery, I had one of these things that gives you put the electrodes on your back and it kind of shocks you across and makes you feel like your muscles are really doing something, but I don't know that there's nothing actually moving on the outside, and that really didn't seem to help, and I was told that sometimes helped people and sometimes didn't, but it didn't help me. But now I'm all fine because I got the surgery and got the real fix. Yeah, that's about all that's going on here, and Lee was on our 10-meter net, so hopefully he'll be on our 6-meter net later on tonight. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, sounds good, Tom. Yeah, good deal. And okay, on your back thing. Well, this thing does work very well on the backs, and that was one of the testimonials we heard from one of the guys, the guy that had the blog that was interviewing the lady, so that he was helped. That's why he was so excited about it, because it helped his back issues. He's had continual back pain from, like you say, an old injury, and it's just a nagging back that never goes away. And so it seemed to help him immensely, and very quickly, too. Within a day, he was noticing the difference. Another lady had a tooth problem where one tooth was just aching for no good reason, apparently. And after wearing the watch for about a week, she realized, hey, I haven't had this toothache anymore that I've had for the last 6 months. So apparently there is it's a healing thing. It also stimulates stem cells and things like that, apparently. They're learning more and more about the frequency medicine stuff. All right, let you go, and we'll see you on 6 in a few minutes, Tom. Maybe more like an hour and a few minutes. An hour and a few minutes. How's that? KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, K6MYC, moving up into the Bay Area. QRZ Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, calling and listening. Bozo Net Bay Area, Bozo Net Bay Area, QRZ the Bay Area, Bozo Net, Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie. Well, we haven't heard Jim for a couple of days. What's going on with W6PQL up there? And anybody else? KD6SOK, I wonder if you're around there tonight, Fred. And we're also looking for Jim, WB6JNN, and WA6AXX. QRZ222 Bozo Net, Bay Area. Please take a check in now.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a longer call so you can zoom in on me. It's kind of warmed up today, but it's still a nice day, but it's supposed to get hot the next 3 or 4 days. Is that enough transmission there, Mike? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're a little off frequency, Fred, a little difficult to copy because it's got multipath on it, so if you can tune in on my frequency, it'll be easier. And I just got up with the antenna in your direction. I guess I was a little bit low. You're way up higher than I normally hear. The last couple of days, last night on 2 meters, it was really weird. Some of the stations I was working with, I was off 30 and 40 degrees, and the next guy I'd work would be right where he was supposed to be. So I was going nuts, thinking I had a calibration problem, but it seemed like it was just the band. Anyway, good morning, or good evening. Good morning. Yeah. I'm just getting up here, Good morning, good evening to you, Fred. KD6SOK 507. You might say that for the stream, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. No worries. Yeah, sometimes day and night. Who knows anymore, right? Yeah, 507 here. Yeah, you got a good signal tonight, and the band has been acting strange. I don't know if it's the wind conditions. We had some high winds, and I don't know if that causes the RF to move around at the higher frequencies. Not sure about that. Anyway, I should get off here and let other folks chime in. I think JNN's in here, and I can't remember the other call sign. Okay, I'll say 73, Mike. You sound good. All right, 86, okay.
You don't have to rush off, Fred. I don't know. Did we work you? Did we work you in the contest over the weekend? Did you get on for 222 over?
I had listened for a while, but I didn't hear anything, so I didn't know if it was the right time or not, so I switched off. Was there a delay or something?
Well, I was 5 minutes late because I literally, I promoted it like hell, and then I forgot about it. I kept wandering around all day Saturday. I said, I got something to do tonight, but I can't remember now what it was. Anyway, I did get on, but I was about 5 or 6 minutes late, but that shouldn't have made the difference. I did start, I believe, pointed toward Santa Cruz, where I was with Tom just a few minutes ago. So you should have heard something, and we did work, we worked 7 different grids. We had grids all over the San Joaquin, 4 grids in the San Joaquin, and then up a few more up your way. So, but anyway, sorry we didn't get you there. I would have liked to have you in the log. Anyway, 7-3 if you want to get away, and I know we won't hear you on 6. You don't do 6 meters, but we'll be back on 6 meters here, or over on 6 meters in about an hour. KD6SOK, Cupertino, K6MYC, Central California, Bozo Net. Who else?
All right, Mike. 37.
WB6JNN.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. WB6JNN, good signal. And it was good to work you on 220. You had a very, very good signal on 220. One of the few out of the Bay Area there. Hi. How are you doing this evening, Jim? Everything smooth sailing up there for you as usual?
Oh, well, that was sort of a rough day, actually. I had to take a cat in to spend money. You know, a cat is a hole in the living room floor into which you pour money sometimes. But hopefully your vets are not as expensive as they are around here. But anyway, she's back home, and she's 18 years old, so she's due for a new addition, shall we say, or to fade out into the mist, whatever. But yeah, and interesting point. Paul Shook is back in the area in Albany, but he doesn't have any ham equipment anymore. He gave it all to the Amateur Radio Relay League for the W1AW because he's in an apartment up there. His daughter wanted him to move closer to the rest of the family. So I had a phone call with him earlier. WB6JNN.
So where did he move back to? What city?
He's in Albany, up there near Berkeley.
Oh, okay. But he's living in an apartment, and how long is that going to go on?
He bought a condo. Like he said, to get back in California, he sold his mansion and his airplane, and now he can afford a condo.
Right. Okay. Well, did he have any plans for getting back on? Did you tell him about the Bozo Net?
I don't think so. I don't think it's in the cards for wherever he is. But anyway, his wife died some years ago. She got cancer, I guess, or heart failure, something like that.
Well, that's a shame. So he's kind of living by himself now, but moved back here because a lot of his family's in the Bay Area?
Well, his daughter is here in that same area. His ex-wife is here, Sook. She's in the same area as he is. They still talk. They have kids together, of course. And his son is still wandering around Europe and speaking German these days.
Okay. Sounds quite interesting. Well, I guess I should say I'm glad to have him back. I'm not sure that I would be going back into California from an outside place, but he's probably got lots of motivation to do that. Anyway, if you talk to him again, give him our best, and I would say have him look up the Bozo Net. Just tell him to type in bozonets.com and look us up and check in. We'd love to have him. And we've got a lot of people to talk to that are, technical, as he is, and would sure like to have him join us. Even with a meager siesta, he could do quite well from Berkeley or wherever he is up there. Even if he just had whole loops and an ICOM 9700 or something. Over.
Yeah, probably. Well, I'll be seeing him in the next couple of weeks, I guess. So we'll discuss his situation there. But I get the impression it's not a good radio situation. And he's done it for many years, so he may just be tired of doing it. So there you go. All right, WB6JN, keep the net going here.
Well, I wonder how you could never get tired of talking to good friends on the radio. It's one thing to be a avid, hard-nosed contester working those 24, 48-hour shifts and stuff. And there's the enjoyable part of ham radio, which is kind of what I do. I'm a little bit more hard-nosed about it because I have to be here almost every night. But other than that, I certainly enjoy the camaraderie and the exchange of ideas and so on. Anyway, good evening, Jim, and have a good one. Hopefully your kitty will hang in there for a little longer. I know it's not cheap when you have to do that. I have never taken, well, my kittens, I think, went to the vet when we first got them. I don't even remember if these cats have been at the vet. I think they already had their shots and stuff before we got them. And they've just super healthy. We've had no issues with any of them. They all have different personalities and so on, but they seem to be very healthy. And now they're really happy because there's no dogs here. And the stray cat, Abby, has seemingly disappeared. We don't know whether he's met his demise or whether he just moved on to greener pastures. I don't know how he could have had much greener pastures than here, except I wouldn't let him in the house, only because he was ornery with the other cats. Otherwise, he was good house. He was a good house cat. He'd been in the house from time to time, and he never did anything wrong in the house. But if he encountered one of the other cats, he would make a fuss, and they would get panicked. So right now, our cats are happy. They're out by themselves in the yard, and they own their ranch again. 7-3, Jim. Good evening. Thanks for checking in here. WB6JNN, K6MYC, and taking check-ins for the Bozo Net from the Bay Area or any place that's hearing me. Over.
Hello, Jim. WA6OIB.
Oh, hi, Ken. You're doing fine.
Yeah, you are too. Just wanted to say how you got a nice signal tonight. So good to hear you. WA6OIB 226.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. Thanks for getting in here. Good. We did work Fred earlier, but Fred's probably gone. Fred, are you still here?
Yeah, hi, Mike. I'm still here, and good evening, Ken. I hear you coming in good there, Ken. Go ahead, over. Well, hi, Fred. Good to hear you, too. You betcha. Nice. It's been a while. WA6OIB, back to net.
Okay, and we had Tom also, but you probably moved the antenna off of Tom. He's probably going to, if you can stick around, he'll probably check in on 6 meters.
Yeah, you can check Ralph in, too. I talked to him a few minutes ago.
615, you still here?
I hear you. K6WIS, and I'll put number 3 down. Thanks for that, Ken. K6WIS, K6MYC. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Mike. K6NYC in the group of K6WIS beaming towards the Bay Area. I have to relay the usual check-ins from Clear Lake, KA6OSX and N1PPP QSR.
Yep, got them written down, 336 and 160, all checked in. Thanks for that, Paul. And it was good to have you on the contest weekend there, over.
Roger that. Yeah, I didn't spend much time on it. I only got 20 contacts from 11 stations. maybe a total of 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours maximum, over.
Well, I was only on from 7:30 till about 9 something. We finally gave up at 9 when we were talking locally for a few minutes. Ken, are you copying Paul on the backscatter path?
Not tonight.
Not tonight, okay. Well, Ken's here. He didn't get in there. He fell asleep in a chair. He worked hard all day in the sun, and he came home and went down for the count in the chair and didn't wake up till 9:30, so we missed WA60YB in the contest. Anyway, thank you, Paul, and we'll get up your way, and maybe Ken will still be here and can say hello to you on the direct path. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6 MYC and the gang.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Mike. Won't hold you. 73 is until we try again on the direct path. K6 WIS is clear.
Okay, thank you. And let's see, I'm missing a couple of people. WA6AXX. How about you, Ed, or Jim? Haven't heard Jim now. I missed him in the contest except for one contact. And then he disappeared. I didn't hear him again. And I haven't heard him, didn't hear him at all last night. So we can't figure out where Jim is. Maybe he's on a trip or something. W6PQL, are you floating around somewhere, Jim? Go ahead. No response. Anybody else for 222 check-in before we go to Oakley? Okay, nothing heard. Very quiet this evening, so we'll move on up into Oakley. N6 Radio Ocean, N6RO now functional, hopefully, on this band. K6MYC, are you there, Ken? Well, just got you at the end. You're coming more to the north today. I don't know whether things have changed on this antenna pattern or not, but I've got, 2 different towers, three towers, and they all have different calibrations here. But we've got you tuned in now. I had filet mignon for dinner, buddy. Yeah, you can't beat that, or can the first flyer never win? Over.
One stick night. I had mahi-mahi and Brussels sprouts.
Mahi-mahi and Brussels sprouts. Sounds like a winner. And we had cauliflower rice and salad and a nice piece of filet mignon. Actually, more than I needed. That's so rich. I didn't need a very big piece, but it was good. Anyway, that was our dinner, and we got that out of the way early tonight, which was good. And your contest results probably haven't changed. You said you came in 4th, and you were ahead of everybody west of the Mississippi, wasn't that it?
Yeah, that's, we assume all results are posted, so, yeah, number 4. And, did I tell you about the 220 and up? I think I had a total of 15 contacts.
Did you tell me about something? And you're fading in and out here. I'm way off axis to find you here. I point at you and you're not there. So band conditions are weird tonight. Over.
Yeah, they've been weird for a couple of weeks here. Yeah, just at the 220 contest, I had 15 contacts.
Oh, you did get on 220 then.
No, I couldn't operate 222, but on the unit 32 and 1296, I had 7.
Okay, so you got 22 contacts, but none on 222. That makes better sense. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't bad. We had a little bit of a slump on 432. It might have been because we got there a little bit late. We were so busy with 1296 and trying to get people together and squeezing out grid squares for people that we got to 432 pretty late, about 10 to 9 or something before we got there. So I only worked one station in the Bay Area, and that was it. That was disappointing. Anyway, back to you. Let's see, Ken is here, WA6OYB. Go ahead, Ken.
All right, good evening up there, Ken. Good to hear you. And I had rotisserie chicken tonight, so one of those cheap meals from from the grocery store there. WA6OIB.
Chickens are pretty good, no matter where you get them. Like N6RO. Yep, it was right. It was quick. I had to pick it up on the way home. Because Gwen didn't want to cook tonight. She was busy all day cleaning house with my daughter. So, good to hear you. 7-3. Have a good rest of the week. WA6OIB. Yeah, it's a little fancy here. I've had it. I love it, but it's a little too fancy for our family.
Well, it was Costco used to carry them. They're all pre-made. Just had to make them about 20 minutes. Anyway, carry on. See you on the other band throughout the week. N6RO.
Are you talking about chicken, cordon bleu? Yeah, they are good from Costco. We had some here the other day.
Yeah, I don't think they are stock right.
KM6SR.
Okay. Go ahead, Rob. Say hello to Ken up there.
WA6YB or N6RO?
Well, let's call both of them, and your choice. Who's first? Over.
Well, I heard WA6OIB, so how you doing, Ken? And I haven't heard N6RO, so with my little loop, I'm not sure how I would receive them. Go ahead.
Well, you got to point that omnidirectional loop toward him, and then you'll hear him. Go ahead, Ken OIB.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, Rob. Yes, sir. Yeah, Rob and I were together all day today working. Boy, what a day we had. Anyway, Ken up there, you take care, and we'll see you a little bit later. WA6OIB.
Yeah, see you on 6 meters in a little bit there, Ken. All right. Yeah, so you guys are putting together Marcus's station. Do you think it's going to be functional for the contest in September?
Go ahead, Ken.
What was that, Rob? We doubled.
I was just saying, go ahead, tell him what you know.
Well, we're working on HF. We're not working on the other stuff, if that's what you're talking about, Mike. We're strictly working on HF antennas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Marcus was interested in that.
Marcus has a 6-meter one, I guess we could put up a loop. And other than that, he's got up the 432 and the 1296 and the 2-meter stuff already. Over.
Okay. Well, good. Maybe he'll even check in. Well, he won't check in on this band, but maybe we'll hear him on the loop tonight on 6.
No, I don't have the loop up yet.
Oh, he's got one, but it ain't up yet. Okay. Then we won't hear him on 6. How's that? All right, let me go over to Sacramento here. I'm sort of pointed towards Sacramento. Ken was way shifted towards Sacramento for some reason. So I don't know where to point for Sacramento. I might have to shift up to Nevada. Sacramento, KO6KD, are you up to checking in quickly here, Bill?
KO6KD, Kilo, Oscar, 6 Kilo Delta Bozo, number 776. Checking in, hello, good evening, and I'm going to check right back out.
Yeah, okay. Are you feeling any better? The fever dropped down below 100?
Yeah, it's, I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still just very, no, I'm just not feeling good. But I don't feel as bad as I did last night at this time. So, that's hopefully it's going to get better.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Rob, A6OIB. Yeah, Gwen says hi, and she's tested 2 days now, negative for COVID, so she's getting better.
Oh, that's, excuse me, I got this damn coffee again. That's wonderful. I was going to ask you how she's doing, because I know you got a trip, big trip you're coming up to here in the next week or so. That's wonderful to hear. That's so good to hear. Thank you very much.
I sure will, Bill. Thank you. you. Yep, she's much better. And tested negative 2 days now, so we're good. So, anyway, thank you, Mike.
Okay, Bill, good enough. Hopefully you'll feel better tomorrow, and we'll see you. I didn't ever hear Bob this morning. He never did check in, so I don't know what happened there. We didn't hear Mark either. So all our northern stateside people were missing. It was just you and I and Phil. So maybe tomorrow we'll hear. Well, we won't hear Bob unless he changes plans, because he's got to go driving north and have his meet with his patients at his remote office there. So I don't think Bob will be in here tomorrow, but maybe we'll have Mark in here anyway, and we can make the best of it. Hi. Thank you, Bill. 70 trees, and hopefully you feel a little bit better each day here. I don't know whether you've got any help from any doctors or your nurse practitioner, but hopefully they're giving you some lip service anyway. KO6KD, K6MYC, clear, 7-3, Bill. Okay. Anybody else in this direction towards Sacramento? K6MYC.
Well, hello there. Yeah, K6WS, WIS, WA6OIB. Yeah, you're F9 right now, so good copy. I couldn't catch you on the bounce, though.
You are S9 also, and Mike's signal went down into the dirt just for this short QSO, but there's deep QSB on Mike's signal, but Ken, your signal is pretty consistent, over.
I have to point at you.
Oh, there's Mike, S9 there, too.
There you go, see. It's just the beam's very narrow here. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I figured I was just going to tell him that Mike's not on you yet. But he's there now, so very good. Good to hear you, Paul. Thank you much. WA6OIB.
I'm even hearing Paul a little bit. KM6SRR.
K6WIS, that's the net control.
Okay, Paul, have a listen for Rob. Rob is copying you with his whole loop. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I doubt you'll be able to hear me, Mike. K6WIS, KM6SRR, over.
Anything in the noise there from Rob?
Nope, not enough watts.
I imagine he's got a little more power than what I'm putting out, so thanks, Mike.
Into the HRU part here, remember?
Yeah, okay. Rob's not running much power on this band either. What, 25 watts or so, Rob?
Yeah, whatever this old Yaesu 736R has.
Yeah, he's just running a 736, a Yaesu FT736, Paul, so it doesn't have a lot of steam. And into a whole loop temporarily until he gets his towers up there. All right. He heard a little bit of you, though, so you're doing better with your power. Good evening again, Paul, and we'll hopefully see you on 6 meters in a few minutes here. Let me check one more time before I go to Nevada and see if Daniel is there. 222, any check-ins in this direction? K6MYC beaming up the Sacramento Valley. Okay, nothing heard. I'll go right into Nevada here.
Here is 272, KE7UQL, over.
Very loud tonight. I'm not even sure I'm pointed right, but I got you loud and clear, Daniel. Thank you. I missed you last night, but you were probably resting or asleep on the rug on the floor, I think. Anyway, listen for the other guys here, KE7UQL to take it, and then standing by for others, K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, Roger, yes, I'm recovering from that busy contest weekend. Having a moment going on, and all that. Anyway, yes, I will be on 1296 tomorrow, Roger.
Yeah, we'll look for you on 1296 tomorrow for sure. We had the week contact with you, but boy, that was marginal during the contest but maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Ken, WA60IB, go ahead.
Yeah, KE7, UQL, WA60IB. Good evening, Daniel.
Good evening, Ken, WA60IB, KE7, UQL. Good to hear you, Ken.
Yep, good to hear you too. Good signal tonight. WA60IB. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay, Daniel, thanks much. I know that KN7 Victor Alpha Zulu is on vacation until next Wednesday, or on a trip anyway. He's not on vacation, but he's on a trip. So we won't have him in here tonight. It's just yourself. So 73s, Daniel, thanks for making it and getting on the 222 band here for us. We got about 15. That's our normal number here this evening on 222. Hi. 73, Daniel, and I would like to say I'd see you on 6, but we seldom hear you on 6, but we'll certainly, and we won't be having, we don't have Richard tonight either, but maybe Larry will be in. Richard's got his Monday night astronomy meeting tonight. He told me last night he would not be on here on 6 meters, so hopefully we'll get somebody out of Nevada here. Hi.
November 7, Whiskey Tango.
And 7WT 657. Good evening, Larry.
Good evening, Mike. Just wanted to see you were fine with that. I hope it holds up here. I heard you talk about your filet mignon, and it made me remember my birthday. 2 weeks ago, my daughter and my son-in-law had me up for dinner, and they gave me a huge filet mignon and a 1-pound Australian lobster tail to munch on. I ate lobster and steak for 2 days, over.
Oh, boy. Did you get spoiled? Wonderful. Fine and dandy. Well, let's see. Ken's in here, so let's see if Ken and you can make it. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, hi, Larry. N7WT, WA60IB. Well, my birthday is coming up Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday's my birthday. I hope somebody gives me some lobster or something like that. That would be great. N7WT, WA60IB.
39 again, huh?
Okay, Candy, it's down right now a little bit, but anyway, I just say good hearing from you, and hopefully this thing will hold up. The conditions are kind of loud, and I got a high noise all night, so I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing it when everybody's up on a peak. N7WT, back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Larry. Yeah, it's fluttery. You're very unstable, fluttery. Mobile flutter or whatever you'd call it, but we got Q5 copy and very stable. Signal strength-wise, you're fine. 73, 73, and maybe we'll catch over on 6 in just a few more minutes here. I'm already pointed up your way, so we'll look for you on 6 in a few minutes, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango in the group, K6MYC. 73 for now.
73, Mike, N7WT. You're back up to 57 then, N7WT.
Yeah, back up here too, Larry.
Yeah, you heard that last conversation, KM6SRR.
You did hear him on the last one, did you, Rob?
Roger, but I doubt you'll be able to hear me, so I don't want to take up your time.
Okay, Rob was in there. I don't know. Did you hear anything from Rob with his whole loop and 25 watts, Larry?
I heard Rob earlier. I didn't hear it right now. Go ahead, Rob, N7WT.
Standing by for you, Rob.
Yeah, that last transmission, I heard him in there, but I couldn't make out the words. N7WT, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. Over.
Yep, I guess there's just the propagation is too light. You're running a lot of power. Rob's only running 25 watts, so it was worth trying, but not tonight. I don't think it's good enough, Larry. Anyway, 73, and we'll see you in a few minutes on 6 meters there. N7WT in the group, K6MYC.
73.
KE7, UQL, 73.
73, Daniel. Okay, I don't think we have anybody else on 222. Probably missing one or two in the Bay Area, but Ed certainly would have been in there had he been there. I'll go back and make one last call in the Bay Area, and then we'll go to 6.
Okay, sounds good. You want to give me what you had before I checked in?
Oh, yeah, I can give it to Judy and let her give them to you. Hang on a second. I get down into the Bay Area here so they can hear me talking. Okay, that's into the upper end of the Bay Area. He wants you to give, how many did we have on 222? 13, okay. I'm going to hand the mic to Judy, and she's going to read off the first 5. Over.
Thank you. Go ahead, Judy.
610, 47, 507, 285, and 226. Over.
Okay. Let's see. I had Ken 226. Anybody after him?
3, 637, 336, 160, and 432. Over.
Okay, I've got him there. Thank you. I'll let Mike get on with the 6 meters.
Okay, very good. Ken did work Ralph in there tonight, so we got number 3 from Ralph.
Yeah, Judy's mentioned that, so I'm going to put him down. Yeah, I better make sure I don't miss him because he always lets me know.
I don't understand where Jim is. I don't think Jim told me that he was going to be out of town or something. I wonder if something's broken or maybe he's under the weather there. W6PQL, Bay Area. Anybody in the Bay Area, can anybody hear me? K6KLY has got 222. WA6AXX has got 222. And W6PQL has got 222. Anybody in the Bay Area, please, for late checks or missed, K6MYC, standing by. Call, Bay Area, 222, K6MYC, yeah, calling and listening. Okay, well, I'll just leave the radio right here, and we'll take if anybody does come in. I think John might be in here, but he's at band practice, isn't he? I should probably log in legitimately. He's running the stream. K6USY certainly could be logged in, couldn't he, Rob?
Yeah, I think so. He just texted me and said he was still in transit coming back. So he's out there. He's listening.
Okay, well, we'll log him in. I did not log in Candy. You didn't mention that, so we'll leave her and Brittany off tonight, okay?
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, she won't be back. I got to pick her up from the airport. I think it's on Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
Oh, that's right. She's out of town anyway. All right, well, we'll let the wives be out of the loop here tonight. 1079 is in, and we'll put him in there. Very good. That'll give us 14 anyway. All righty. 73, we'll see you on 6, K6MYC, QSY.
Thanks, Mike and Judy. KM6SR, QSY to 6.
7WT, K6MYC.
Hello, Larry. Are you still awake up there? N7WT, WA60IB. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mike was calling you there. You didn't copy him? He's got you checked in. He was just trying to get a hold of you there. Try it again, Mike.
I don't hear him at all. Nothing.
One of those days, huh? Sometimes the lowlander wins, sometimes the highlander wins. it's a crapshoot.
803 course goal.
I got 803 course gold. Thank you, Dan. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Dan. WA60IB here.
Okay, Ken. Very good. You're loud and clear here in course goal.
Well, it should be. Got 500 watts aimed right at you.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll hear Kerry in here. Kerry, are you here? I didn't hear Ben, but good evening to you, Ben, if you're still listening. K6MYC for WB6GBS.
Okay, I'm here listening there. It's been WB6GBS.
Okay, good evening to you, sir.
KC5DTU 712.
There he is, 712. I had to give you a pointy stick, and there he was.
Well, I heard you call in there and couldn't find the microphone.
Well, I don't want to tell you where I think it might have been.
Roger that. How's things up on the hill? And good evening to everyone on the net.
Yeah, we're hanging in there and listened to a bunch of your blogs, one last night late. Some good, interesting stuff, but it's sort of in the second level of what we would call not trivia, but not in the top level news. Over.
Roger that. Well, like I said, things are happening and happening pretty fast now.
Oh yeah, no, things are happening, but it's the same thing day after day, and it's proceeding along at that typical pace of a judicial system. Over.
Roger that. Roger. Okay, well, I also greetings and salutations to Judy if she's in the shack there. KC5DTU.
Hi, and hi to Laura, too.
Roger, will do. KC5DTU.
Okay.
Ben.
What's that?
Which one is Ben?
694 was Ben. And I didn't put myself in there at 47, so you might want to stick that in the slot somewhere. Okay.
Gary, hope you're hearing me there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was doubling with you, Ken. Try it again.
Yeah, you're holding the mic while you were talking to Judy there. Hi, KC5DTU, WA60IB.
Roger. Good evening, Ken. How are you? And how's my favorite other half of Ken?
She's doing much better. She's tested negative the last few days, so we're glad of that.
You think the ivermectin helped, Ken?
To hear that, if there's anything we can do, always give a shout.
Yeah, well, you did your part. We appreciate it. Thank you much. Okay, I've got to leave, guys, because she's got her program coming up. So I will bid you all adieu. Thank you all, and good evening. WA60IB, Northern Clovis.
Yeah, you think the ivermectin helped at all, Ken?
Well, I'm sure it probably did. She started on it right away and ended up taking a half a pill twice a day.
Yeah, good, okay. Yeah, you might have found a menu there somewhere for it. I wasn't sure once a day or twice a day, but it certainly didn't hurt. You can't hardly overdose on this stuff. They used to claim that it would do things to you, but you can overdose 2 to 3 to 1 and it doesn't have any effect. It just does what it's going to do. All right, very good. 7-3, Kim. Thanks for popping in here on 222 and 6 meters and holding the fort. WA60YB, good evening. K6MYC.
Yes, sir. Well, Terry gave me the dosage, what he came up with, and that's what we use, so we're in good shape. See you all later. WA60IB. Bye-bye.
7-3.
7-3, Ken. WA60IB, KM6SR. And how you doing, Kerry? Good evening, Rob, and hello to you. And how's the critter watch?
Oh, doing good. We've got a family of skunks I met on the driveway, and one of the bobcat kittens came in all by his little lonesome and came to the watering hole the other day.
Roger that. Well, sounds like you might be competing with Mike on the skunks there.
Yeah, I didn't quite hear that last one. I barely got you in here. I was pointed up to Nevada.
Oh, he said you were trying to compete with Mike on the skunks, over.
Oh, yeah. No, Mike's got me beat hands down. This is a mama with the 3 little babies, and I met him on the driveway after I took the garbage out coming back, and she was having fun trying to get them all organized to go further down the road, and finally she got them to go off the road, and one kept on coming back on, and she'd come back and get him over, and he'd come back again. So I waited till she seemed to have him under control, then I slowly went by.
You know how those kids are with they're hard-headed.
Send you to the Mikey School of Skunking so you can gain that confidence to get closer and feed them.
Yeah, my motto is when a skunk's facing you, you're in good shape. When a skunk turns away, you better watch out.
Yeah, she was turning away, kind of hustling them along, but boy, they were all together in a big old ball almost. She was trying to get them to go, and I guess they wanted to keep, next to her, so it was kind of a skunk free-for-all. Anyway, I'll let the net keep going. KM6SRR.
Okay. A lot of people wouldn't be all excited about a skunk free-for-all, but us country folk are. Okay. Where am I pointed here? I'm pointed up north. Let me go down into Sacramento and see who we get. Okay, this could be close.
328.
I know, that's close enough. It's a broad antenna. Let's see here. KR6MR, are you around, John? K6MYC.
This is KR6MR. Mike, I can only hear you on streaming. I do not hear you over the air. Nothing over the air. KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Okay, I hear you, but I'm having trouble with the pointing accuracy tonight. I don't know what's going on, so I have to search for your signal. Give me about 30 seconds of what you've been up to today, John, and I'll get a peek on you. Over.
Roger, Mike. I don't think your amplifier's on. Looking at your waterfall display. But I don't think your amplifier is working. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Well, I was transmitting on the 40-meter beam, so this should be better. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm still not pointed right, but I just realized I was still over on 6 meters with the antenna. So I was transmitting on 6 meters. Where was I? Oh, I was on 40 meters for some reason the whole night. No wonder I couldn't hear anybody.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Well, you got it square now. So, didn't do too much today. Had an eye doctor appointment. Same thing over and over. Come back in 6 months. That kind of stuff. Over.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I heard CW in there, but it was broken up badly, and I couldn't get it. CW, again. CW, again. SW, probably. Go ahead. Who was the CW? Who was the CW station? Please, go ahead now. Of course, they call in, and then they don't seem to hear me.
trying to check in with me, but I didn't hear him at all when I was pointed up that way because I wasn't using the right antenna. Anybody now copy? I hear a CW station. Who's the CW station? Go ahead. Okay, nothing heard for now. John, did my move with the antenna make any difference? Is that better or worse?
No, you sound very good right now. Just fine. Bill's there. Heard Ken, WA60IB. Hi, Ken. You're coming in pretty good also. Back to you there, Mike.
Okay, well, Ken had to leave. He has, his wife has a TV program that comes on at 8:30. And so he bothers 6 meters. 6 meters bothers the TV at his house. And he hasn't been able to take the time to find the problem. It's a tough one. He must be overloading something. Anyway, he just goes with the flow and gets off and lets her watch her TV program. So I'll pass on your best when I talk to him tomorrow. Anyway, I guess Bill's here, but I don't want to keep him too long. He does not feel well. He did check in on 222. So let's see if I can hear him here on 6. And then we'll also take another standby for KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, CW. Was that you, Rich, over? Apparently not. Okay. Thank you, and we'll look for you on 1296. Hopefully it'll be a better night tomorrow night there, John. KR6MR, Meadow Vista. How's the fires up there? Do you have any?
No fires up here.
That's good. It's been a quiet year for fires. They've had a few, but nothing that's bothered anybody that I know of. That's nobody has been checking in here is close enough to be bothered by them. So that's a good thing. Let me go down and see if I can get, well, we should have K6WIS in here. Paul, are you here? Well, I don't hear Paul either. Let me go down. KO6KD. Bill, are you copying me at all?
AA6S.
Alpha 6 Sugar. I got you. I think I had you in there at the beginning. Don't I have 800 listed here?
Yes, you do.
Okay, we got you. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to KR6MR, John. Got a good signal here at the Visalia. KR6MR, AA6S, over.
Yeah, that was a double. So try it again, Bill. KR6MR, listen up for Alpha 6 Sugar, Visalia. Go ahead, Bill.
KR6MR, AA6S, Able 6 Sugar, over.
AA6S, KR6MR. Nice signal, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, same with you. That's why I wanted to give you a signal report. Sounding good here in Visalia. And doing a good job there. I'll go back to Michael there, or Mikey, I should say. K6MYC, and hello to Judy, AA6S.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. It doesn't sound like you. It must be a different radio or something. It doesn't have your characteristic voice sound to it. But anyway, good signal, no question about that. And I haven't heard Bill yet, so stay on here, Bill, and see if you can help me with KO6HS. I mean, KO6KD, Bill in Roseville there. Bill, make a transmission and I'll search for you. Hopefully you can hear me. KO6KD, K6MYC, over.
Roger, Bill. K6MIC, KR6MR relay.
Okay, this should be pretty close to Reading. Let's try for Reading again, and also KO6HS if you're in there, Bill. Pop in. Reading, KO6KSW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Kilo Delta 6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW. K6MYC, Central California, calling KD6SW and Charlie November 80s and standing by. Over.
KR6MR relay.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. Bill's got a coughing fit. He can't check in, so I'm checking him in for you.
Bozo 776.
Okay, well, we'll get that. Thanks very much. At least he was hearing me, so we could have heard him, I'm sure. 776 is now checked in. Thank you, John.
Okay, go back to Reading.
Roger. Well, I haven't heard Reading. I heard CW earlier, but it didn't sound like KD6SW. It had a different warble. But, you know, that can change a little bit from night to night, but I'm used to hearing him, so. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW, Reading, K6MYC, calling and listening. Yeah, just nothing there. Let's see, is there anybody else on 6 that wants to check in here while I'm pointed toward Sacramento? Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net, 6 meters, over.
WA6HNA 1013.
Okay, well, we'll take 1013. Good evening, Greg. Good to hear you.
Yeah, and good evening, Mike. How are you tonight?
I'm okay, but you got to get me trying to write your number down, over.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll talk longer. Yeah, 1013. Yeah, hey, by the way, on the microphone cords for Phil, I managed to score 2 brand new cords for like $9.50 a piece. So they were readily available on Amazon. So apparently this is a common problem, and some company was already making them up. You're ready to go into your ICOM microphone. Okay, back to you, Mike. That should give you time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I got you peaked and everything. So what's have you changed one yet? Have you changed it over yet? I'm concerned about the connections inside the microphone. Obviously, the other end is a RJ whatever kind of connector. But what about inside the mic? Is it easy, or is there solder joints?
It's super easy. It's like a miniature Molex connector. It's an inline. What do we have here? 7 connections. That it just snaps in. It's one of those little mini Molex type plugs, and you're done. That's it.
Oh, cool. So you didn't have to open up the microphone. I didn't know there was a connector on the bottom of the mic. Is that where it is?
No, it's a little weirder than that. So there is a molded in strain relief, and then about 2 inches in from that is the connector that goes onto a little circuit board inside the microphone, right at the bottom. So yeah, I was pretty happy to see that.
No, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you found those cords. What are you going to do with the second one?
Yes, right. Well, there's the mic that he had, and there's the one that you sent him, which are actually the same mic. So I'll cord them back up, and if you want the other mic back, I'll send it back with a brand new cord on it.
Well, we don't want to do that. What you want to do, it costs a bundle just to send that stupid mic. I think I got about $12, $13 in getting it up there, just in stupid stuff, packages and stuff. It's $7.50 or so for the postage alone. But anyway, it could be done cheaper if you worked with the post office. I had Matt, I think, took it in. How did we do that?
I did.
Oh, you did it. That's right. Judy took it in, and she probably didn't try to work them over because I sent her in with just a microphone. I said, just have them sell you a padded envelope, and they didn't want to do that. I guess they did, or they said a gigantic padded envelope and all this kind of crap.
No, I did a really good job.
Oh, she did a really good job. Okay. Look, hang on to it. Phil's coming down this weekend. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it to him. He's going to be down here for a family reunion. He's going to be in the Fresno area for a couple of days, and maybe he can either swing it by the plant or drop it at one of the guys' houses here in town. We can coordinate that if it's easy. If it isn't, don't worry about it. Over.
Okay, well, very good. Yeah, I'm going to try to get up to his house this week. It's a pretty busy week for me, but we'll see if I can't make it up that way. And he's also got a Yaesu, another Yaesu that he's using for 2 meter
activity, repeater activity. And I think it uses either the same mic or the same series of mics. And so it sounds terrible. I mean, what he's got sounds awful. So what I'm going to do is take all three of those mics and put them and run them all through the radio and see how each one of them sounds, and see if maybe the one that he's got on his other Yaesu is just broken and maybe it needs a connector too. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, Phil's got a very melodious voice that works great on radio, and with that mic, it sounds not like Phil at all.
Okay, well, you do your thing. Don't worry about me. And if it works out, I'll take the extra mic and cord back at some point in time. But let's not go to any great trouble to get it mailed. Yeah, we'll work out some scheme on that. No worries. So do your thing and do the best you can for Phil. I'm secondary, and then Mike is going to sit on the shelf, or actually is going to replace the radio mic that's in the shack here. I have one in the tech room that I use for just testing. It's in the test bench mode, but it's got a crappy mic cord on it also, so I would put that on there. But again, the usage there is very, very light, so it's not much of an issue. Greg, you do what you got to do, and we'll work out the rest later. Over.
Okay, very good. We'll get Phil squared away and then proceed after we get that done. So anyway, thanks for helping. I appreciate your stepping up to help Phil out there, and between you and I, we'll get him squared away.
Okay. What's the other radio that he has that's similar to the FT100?
So he has an FT100, the base unit. What he doesn't have is the control head. And one of my other ham friends said he found it in his garage but never put it aside. And I went through that garage, inch by inch, and I could not find the control head. So we've got two RF units, two RF decks, and one control head at this point.
Well, what's the one that the microphone's not sounding very good on? That's the one I was asking about.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know the number on it. It's like a 2-meter 440 Yaesu that he uses it for repeater work. So, and I actually have not paid attention to it. So, but it's when I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, well, it's a little FM radio. I know kind of which model you're talking about. There was several. But it doesn't work on any of the other bands, and it's not an HF radio. It's just for 2-meter and 440 FM, I think.
I believe that's correct. Yeah, that's all I've ever seen him use it for. Correct.
Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. He obviously doesn't need it if you can program in the FT100, but it won't hurt to have it as a backup or his primary thing, so he doesn't have to fuss by switching back and forth between two different frequencies on the FT100. All right. Good enough. Thanks for checking in here, Greg, and giving me an update on the cords. I'm glad you found them. I might just have my guy at work go ahead and get me another cord. We probably could use two of them. We've got another mic on the FT100 that's at the shop in the test bench mode, and I'm sure that this is going to have the same problem. If it doesn't already, the mic cords fall apart, so I might just have Lee at the plant just get a couple of new cords and be done with it. Over.
Yeah, you just, in Amazon, you just put in Yaesu FT100, and there's a bunch of vendors that are making these cords, so apparently it's a well-known problem.
Sounds good. Thank you for the tip.
All right, take care, Mike. K6MYC, WA6HNA, Groveland.
Yeah, boy, you're loud consistently from up that way. It sure helps to have the elevation you're living at there. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for all you're doing for Phil as well. Good evening. Anybody else while I pointed this direction for 6-meter Bozo Net check-ins? K6MYC, Delta Mike 07 north of Fresno, standing by. Okay, nothing heard. Let me go over to Oakley.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
Good.
There we go. That should be close, Ken, and 6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC and 6RO, Bozo 835. In the middle of Charlie Mike. 97DX, and I gave you my food report. I had another comment, something about eyes, I guess. My eye, the skin graft is still itching like crazy, and it's just annoying. It doesn't hurt. It's just annoying. Well, let's run, and I think you probably heard John just checked in too. Go ahead, Mike.
Which John?
WZZ.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear John, but I'll listen for you, John. Go ahead. W6WZZ. Go ahead.
Whiskey 6, phone number 1145.
Okay, 1145. Kind of weak tonight. What's going on here? Normally you've been getting stronger every time we've worked you, but it's weak tonight. Let me see. Maybe I pointed wrong here. Go ahead. Go ahead, John.
Okay. I don't know.
John, you must have such a short transmission. I lost you. Make a little longer transmission. I can find you, and then I can peek on you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit longer so you can swing my way. It's kind of weird because if you can hear Ken, you can hear me. Well, maybe not.
Well, you said you were going to talk a little longer, then you talked about 5 words and sent it back. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe I need to talk about 10 minutes. Okay, so I've got you on the same setting as I did last week. I didn't change the antenna at all, but I'm looking at my radio here, and it seems that I don't know what they call it. The thing comes down in the radio, the waterfall. There you go. And it just seems like it's just really narrow.
Yeah, I'm just not doing very well, John. I'm sorry. I got noise in your direction, but you're just weak. And I keep going over and back and forth over you, and you're in about 3 different places, so the band is acting up on us. No worries about I'm sure you're pointed right. It's just the band isn't good between us for some reason. Ken was not all that red hot either. But anyway, I'm pointed right where I point normally for you with this antenna last week, and everything is normal. So who knows? Anyway, 73, thanks for checking. I got you checked in. You're good to go, and hopefully we'll get better conditions on Wednesday on 2 meters there. W6WZZ, K6MYC. Thank you.
Okay, Mike. K6MYC, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu, Northern California, Brentwood.
November 6th, Bravo, Charlie.
Okay, and I hear you, Merle.
Here in Oakley.
Yeah, I hear you. Who's in Oakley?
Marho.
Did you want to comment, Ken? I got M6BCC Modesto. Go ahead, Ken, in Oakley.
I'm just saying, you're about normal strength there, S8 on the meter.
Yeah, you're fine, and I'm pointed south of you. I'm at 292, 293, where I get John the best, even though he's not that far away from you. I seem to get a bit better at that heading than I do when I point toward you. Over.
Yeah, okay. That's what the difference of 5 miles makes, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a obstruction or something in the way there. Anyway, I got him. Thanks much for checking back in, Ken. If that's it, I'll go ahead and pick up Merle here. Got a couple of things to kick around with Merle and Modesto. 73 John, 73 Ken. We'll see you tomorrow on 1296, Ken.
W6WSS and N6RO, K6MYC, clear and going over to you. Go ahead, Merle, N6BCC.
Good evening there, Mike. I hope you and Judy are doing real good. Bozo number 1134. And, yeah, you're sounding pretty good tonight there. Definitely got a little bit better conditions than the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, no, you sound perfect here. I am not having any trouble. I'm probably pointing right up your throat there. Anyway, we've been using the Helio Pet. It seems to work really good on my knee. I have a meniscus that's bothering me in my left knee. It's been that way for 5 or 10 years, and every now and then I tweak it, and then it acts up and bothers me almost every step I take. Anyway, I put the light treatment on it 1 or 2 nights, and the next thing I know, it's perfect, and it hasn't bothered me. I haven't even had a tweak from it in 3 or 4 days. The ankle, on the other hand, I've been letting Judy give me the light treatment almost every night for the last 3 nights, and it just doesn't get any better at all. It's the damnedest thing. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, that is strange. Yeah, we're still using it on Bonnie, and she's still doing. She acts like a little puppy anymore. And yeah, my hip, has been giving me trouble, so I've been using it on my hip, and it actually seems to be helping a little bit. I'm not so painful when I get up out of a chair or something like that, but so that's pretty good there for me. But yeah, glad it's working on your knee there, that's for sure. It's kind of strange how it's not doing anything on the other anymore. Maybe it's as far as it can go for the other, I guess. I really do not know. Excuse me. Yeah, question. Are you going to be home tomorrow to answer the phone around 11 o'clock?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be anywhere at 11 o'clock. I should be here. Go ahead.
Roger. Okay. I'm going to give you a call tomorrow around 11 a.m. and everything. Every time I think about it, it's just something's been coming up and getting in the way. I tell you, it seems like I'm more busy being retired now than before when I was working. 3rd day of retirement, and I still ain't seeing the light at the end of the tunnel on getting honeydews done.
He checked in, but I never talked to him. Okay, Burrow, I'm just exchanging some information here with Judy. I copied you. Oh, please give me a call. What's it related to? Over.
Just general stuff. I want to talk to you about those 6-meter amps you used to build, and a couple other things about on antennas, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say 9 to noon should be good. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, we'll definitely give you a call then, for sure. So, all righty, Mike. I'm going to let you and Judy go ahead and go so you can get on there with your net. I don't know if Fred's still out there waiting or not. He may be, or he may have done went to bed, got tired of waiting. He's out of work. He's going in early again. So, all righty. So, with that, we're going to say 7-3 to you and Judy, and you guys have a great evening, and I will give you a call tomorrow. So, have a good one. K6MIC, N6BCC.
Okay, very good. Very good, Merle. N6 Bravo Charlie Charlie, Modesto. We also have W2WRX in your area. And I'll pick up Brett if he's there. He did check in last night. We had a brief check-in. Didn't have a long chat, but a brief one. He was here last night, but it's earlier last night than it was tonight here. Anyway, 7-3, Merle. Thanks again. And we could talk more about what we're doing with the Helio Pet. And there's another widget out there that has promise. It's similar because the red light treatment from the Helio Pet is called frequency medicine. And frequency medicine has taken on quite a whole new world. There's a wristwatch now called Wave Watch. W-A-V-W-A-T-C-H, not W-A-V-E, but just W-A-V, all one word, wavewatch.com. You might look that up. It's a wristwatch that puts a sound at different frequencies into your wrist depending on where you have your pain. And it's supposed to alleviate back pain, knee pain, leg pain, ear pain, headaches, all kinds of different areas. It works on about 20 different frequencies, 20 different places in your body. but it seems to be having some success. It's a wristwatch that uses a cell phone type speaker, so it broadcasts the noise or the sound at certain frequencies into your wrist. And it has a lithium battery. It lasts quite a while, and it also has a charger that comes with it, and a little cover for the thing if you want to cover the watch and for protection when you're working outside or whatever, I guess. And 2 different bands, and it's got a 30-day warranty on it, so if it doesn't work, you just send it back. So I'm looking into that. It's about $600, so it's not cheap, but if it does the job, it's worth it, as you might guess. 30-day warranty. We're going to pass it around amongst my group of 4 here and see if it does any good on various parts of the body. So we'll keep you informed on that, but you might look it up and read the poop on it on the web. It seems to be legitimate. I had a long chat with him on the phone today, and the technical side of it seems to be sound. Over.
Hey, Roger. I wrote that down. I'm going to check into that in a little while and see what it looks like. And that sounds good, man. I tell you, I've been really impressed with some of these new technologies they've come out with for helping with pain and stuff.
Yeah, and this frequency medicine seems to be a new world, and there's more to be learned there for sure. There's a lot of testimonials on this wave watch. It was invented by a woman, of all things. That's weird. Hey, Judy got upset with that. Well, you don't think of women as inventing these kind of special type of technical devices.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite sophisticated from what I can gather. Anyway, she told the story. I heard her interviewed, and she told the story of how she came on the idea and stuff. But she got a nice little company back there, and they have a phone number, and you can talk to a real person and all that sort of stuff. So there you go. 7-3, Admiral, and thanks for checking in here. N6BCC, K6MYC, clear and looking into the Bay Area for Bozo check-ins.
Okay, Mike, we'll catch you later. Yeah, I can get away with sitting there saying something like that. My wife's at bingo. Catch you and Judy later, N6BCC.
Yeah, and you can pass it around. It's like the Heliopet Light. 4 or 5 of you in the household could use it. Over.
Roger.
All right, let's see. Brett, are you there? N5NPD, K6MYC. I don't hear Brett this evening. How about the Bay Area? Who's in the Bay Area and hearing me? This is Kilowatt 6, Mike Yankee, Charlie Bozo Net, 6 meters, over. Okay, I hear 1090. Let me get a peek on you, Gary. I didn't get a chance to move the antenna. I think I'm a little too far north for you, so give me about a 30-second transmission and we'll find you, over. On you. I don't think the conditions on 6 are all that good tonight. I'm having trouble with quite a few people that I normally hear a lot better. So I don't know, but you're Q4, but it's only because I have a lot of crunchy noise on the frequency. If I didn't have this crunchy noise, you'd be Q5, but just don't have any signal strength. So 1090, 1090, WB6WNI, Gary. Okay, I'm giving it to Judy. She got you logged in, and I just wish we had a little better conditions here. I haven't heard anybody really like Jim, WB6W6PQL. You should be able to hear Jim in the Fremont area when he's on. Have you heard him at all today or yesterday, over?
no, I have not. Yesterday on 2 meters, I was hearing everybody. And no, Jim was not there. And I've heard nobody on 6. And that's true. The 6 meters and 2 meters, and even in some cases 432, I can hear everybody in the air. Even the, my lead points to you, but I can still hear everybody. So to answer your question, I have not heard Jim.
Okay. I don't know where he is. Hopefully he's not sick or hurt or something, because he's been so reliable. He's like a searchlight. He's always on here. He used to call the 1296 net, and he did the 222 off and on as well. So he's a real stalwart net participant, and I hate to have him having any issues there. But maybe I'm just maybe I missed a business that he was going on vacation for a week or something. Anyway, we'll let you go, and we'll see who else might be lurking around in the Bay Area. Let me try for Mike. KB6 Whiskey November, with KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6 WFC. Mike, are you there tonight? Over. I don't hear Mike. Anybody else on 6 meters for the Bozo Night? Check in 6 meters, please. Over.
KW6S 610.
Well, you're loud. Okay, maybe I'm too far south for the other guys. Maybe that's what the problem is. Although I got you and Gary peaked. Well, you're loud, but I'm peaking on him as well, and he's up in San Jose, so that's quite a ways off for you. Anyway, 610, we've got you. And good evening again. I guess nothing's changed on your side. The world hasn't shifted poles or anything, huh?
Not that I was informed about, but I'm not always up on things these days anyway. But hopefully Lee will be in here, because he was in our 10-meter net, so he should be semi-available.
Okay, let's see about it, Lee. AF6 United, go ahead, K6MYC. AF6 United. Maybe too late for him. He doesn't go to bed early, though, does he?
I don't know. I don't think this is too late for him.
Yeah, well, maybe he just forgot. We're all allowed to forget from time to time. You get going on something in the house, and you get diverted. We're all good at getting diverted and not finishing our chores or our intended procedures. Anyway, I won't keep you. We got one more direction to go for south, and then we're about done here. I don't think we're going to get much out of the band tonight if nobody's checked in here so far. You're loud, so I'm sure if I'm being heard there, and I heard Gary nicely, this heading should work good enough for anybody in the Bay Area that cares. Good evening to you, Tom, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow night on 1296, the private band. Over.
Yeah, I'll be there, as far as I know. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Okay, thanks, Tom. KW6 Sugar Santa Cruz, another standby for AF6 United. I'm pretty sure you'll hear me on this heading. AF6 United Lee, K6MYC. I can't wake him up. He's sitting there in the sofa, just sound asleep. Okay. Anybody else in the Bay Area or anywhere to check in for final checks into the 6-meter Bozo Net? This is K6MYC, Central California, calling and listening. Okay, nothing heard. Is there any reason to go south? Rob, we can try it, but we know KB6RQU isn't going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, roger on that. I thought we had some new people coming down that way. How about the guy in Bodfish? Did he have 6?
Yeah, there was somebody that came in right underneath you. Who was the other station? Go ahead again.
KE6VON 1040.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Adam. KE6VON 1040. K6MYC. Thank you, Adam. Good to hear you. I guess you're home for a few days now, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll be home till I go back to work Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe if it works out, I may have Matt drop by the lawnmower for you. I think I'd really like to get the lawnmower, and maybe the two chainsaws, but the lawnmower would be more primary because it's a better lawnmower for my back and front yard than using the big tractor mowers. They're clumsy, they're big, and they don't do the best job, and they don't pick up the grass like the little one does. So I might have Matt just throw that in the back of the truck and drop it off anytime after 9 o'clock, okay? And I think we have your number.
Sounds good. I should be around tomorrow. I don't think I'm going anywhere.
Okay. Well, we'll play it by ear. I don't want to burden Matt if he's in a big hurry or whatever, because it does take him another 10 minutes to swing by your place, but it's almost on the way. He goes right down 241, and you're a little ways off, but not much. All right. Good to hear you, Adam. And by the way, we did get the battery on the log splitter charged up. You were right. Apparently there's no charge circuit in there, so I guess we have to keep an eye on it. And when it doesn't crank over, we have to put the charger on it for a few minutes. But then it fired right up, and Frank and I ran it a couple of weeks ago, and started and stopped it 2 or 3 times, and then turned off the gas and let it run itself out of gas. So all things are set to go the next time. KE6VON down there in Madera. Would you call yourself Madera Ranchos? Not exactly. K6MYC.
Technically, it's Bonadelli Ranchos where I'm at.
Bonadelli? My God, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Right? Yeah, Madera Ranches is more to the south, and this end of the Ranchos is considered Bonadelli.
Okay. Good to know. Was there another breaker underneath you there, K6MYC? I guess it was. You have a little noise, another radio in the background playing. All right. Rob, are you here? You want to say hello to Adam?
Yeah, I'm not pointing right here. This is a 6 meter. I got all messed up on where it's pointing.
Oh, you got to hear Adam. He's line of sight to you.
Yeah, but I got to get it sighted in.
Yeah, I can barely hear Rob. Yeah, I'm just running off the little disc cone, so I don't have much.
No, he's vertical. That's the problem, Rob. He's in just a little south of 145 and 41.
Yeah, is he transmitting? I'll try to peek on him.
Yeah, give Rob a couple of calls, Adam. KE6VON to KM6SRR. Go ahead, Adam.
KM6SRR, KE6VON. How do you there copy, Rob?
He probably has to have more than that because he's got to move the antenna back and forth to find you. Go ahead.
Copy that. How about it, Rob? KM6SRR, KE6VON. How's that sounding? I guess he's not finding me yet.
Well, you're not bodacious here. Are you sure you're on the right antenna?
I'm running on the disc cone. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You're on a little antenna. How much? 50 watts or so?
I'm actually pushing 100.
100 watts. You guys are line of sight to each other. Rob lives west of 240 of Highway 41 like you do. He's just kind of west of Course Gold. So, you know, you guys are maybe 20 miles apart at the most, but that you should be able to work each other with a wet noodle hanging over the banister over.
You would think.
I got some dirt in that way, Mike.
Need to get a better I definitely need a better antenna for here. One of these days I'll get everything set up properly.
Yeah, okay. He can't hear you. That's. I wonder if something's not right at your place, Rob. That's weird. You should be able to hear him. I'm pointed towards San Jose, and I hear him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where this thing's pointed. It's off sometimes 90 degrees, sometimes only 30 degrees. So I don't know.
Okay, he doesn't know where he's pointed. That's the other problem. Aaron, are you copying Rob tonight?
I can barely hear him. He's really quiet on here, my end.
Oh, well, that may be it. Rob, do you have the amp on you? Are you running a 15,000 watts or so?
Yeah, 1,000 watts. Probably getting 800 up there.
Weird. He says he can barely hear you there. Something wrong. It's not the dirt. Dirt doesn't bother 6 meters like that. Something else wrong. One of you two guys has got each other in the atomic null or something. He's on a disco, and he is vertically polarized, but that shouldn't make that much difference. Anyway, not to worry. Adam, I called you Aaron earlier. I'm sorry, I know it's Adam. But good to hear you. Thanks for checking in, and maybe you'll get a visitor. You'll probably get a phone call as Matt leaves the house here. Let you know, heads up, he's coming over.
Sounds good. I'll be waiting for a phone call. All right, I'm going to go back to finishing up some stuff, and then I'm going to be calling it a night up here. So 73, gentlemen, KE6VON.
Yep, about ready to call it a night here, too. 73, Adam. And thanks for checking in here, late as it is. How about KJ6, what the hell's Ron's call down there? KJ6, oh, for heaven's sake, I forgot Ron's call, Rob.
KJ6 TYO?
TYO, yeah, I couldn't bring the first letter up. He should be in here. But he isn't. Okay, I guess that's it for tonight, Rob. Let's see, what do you got for count, Judy?
Well, I'm not sure because it looks like a number 6 here.
Number 6. Number 6.
It's just a big curve.
I mean, look at this list here. Stand by.
I think I've got 20. And I had more than you did on 222. I had 15 total. Okay, bingo. Same here.
Same here. Okay, he's got 20 also. Very good. That's a weak 6-meter night, but I guess the guys are losing interest on some of these bands here. We did okay on 222, all things considered, but boy, 6 meters is a little interest there. Particularly since we're coming to the end of the season, maybe it'll be jacked up a little bit as we approach the September ARRL contest here. When you get a chance, you might look up what the date of the contest is so we can start hawking it over.
Okay. Yeah, I got 2 more than you did on 222. I got a total of 15.
Okay. You want to read your list and we'll check them off? Or?
Yeah, sure, if you like. 5 at a time. Ready?
She's sort of ready. Give us 3 at a time in case you're out of order.
How many did he get?
He's got 16, Rob?
15, 1-5.
Oh, 15. Well, we had 14. So you might have put, do you put Aaron's wife down?
No, I took her off.
Okay, well then just read 3 at a time.
Okay, 47, 1079, 432.
That's easy, got that, go ahead.
1079, 432,
Yeah, okay.
610, 507, and 226.
Yep,
Yep, got that. And the next one should be 285.
Well, I didn't have that at the same time. So I have 835, then 285, then 776.
Okay, hang on. Who don't you have, Judy?
835.
Oh, that'll do it. 835 we were missing for some reason.
Okay, then if you had 14, that'd bring you up to 15, correct?
That would do it.
All righty. I'm going to try to get my dinner going here. I went down in the middle and fed the cats. I'd forgotten that I was supposed to be net control for the Aries group tonight, so boy, I had to really throw things together on that one. I was kind of all over the place.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. 1296, you'll have an antenna that'll talk and be heard. Good night, Rob, and good night, Aaron, when you listen to the stream. And good night. I never did hear John, but John should be out of the band practice by now, you'd think, but I didn't hear him. Did you?
No, I didn't hear him either. I thought he had something going on, but I'm not real sure.
Well, maybe just resting. He was busy over the weekend.
Yeah, I know I sent him some pictures that Marcus wanted of us putting things up at his place, so I think he said he's going to be working on the newsletter from now on.
Yeah, that may be what he's doing. Okay. Good night, Rob. K6MYC and Judy will be clear.
Okay, Mike and Judy, K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.